What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nakisha if you're new. Today I want to talk a bit about blogging and my opinions on it and my advice and tips and all that good stuff, because blogging has changed a lot. And as we sit here in the latter part of the year, I want to talk about, some things that I think you should be doing when it comes to blogging as it changes, as AI affects us, as the new Google lawsuit. We don't know what's happening with that. I just want to talk about it a little bit because I keep getting questions, and today we are going to answer those. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is when it comes to how to start your blog, right? So obviously, when you're starting the blog, one of the first things that you have to consider and that you need is one, a domain name. You need to know what you're starting your blog about, and you need a domain name. What is your blog going to be called, right? That coupled with blog hosting, okay? You need a host for your blog. You guys know I've been blogging for about 6 years. I started with Bluehost. I love Bluehost. I think it's a great first option for a beginner because you can get it for a very good price. That's why I did it. I was like, okay, give me something that is affordable and within my budget. And I think that Bluehost offers that. So many times I've gotten the question, well, how can I start for free? I can't make that investment right now because, let's be honest, starting any business is an investment. It takes money to make money, and there are going to be expenses that you have to make. But look, I understand where some people may be right now, and I don't think you should sit on the sidelines just because you can't make the investment in the necessary things that you need in order to start a blog. There are other options, and one of the options that I have recently recommended is Podia. Now, my first recommendation is to start a self-hosted blog on WordPress.org. Buy your domain, buy your hosting so that you can own and operate your blog in the manner in which you want to do that, right? However, if you cannot make the investment right now, do not just sit on the sidelines and do nothing. Specifically for those of you who are not ready to get on camera, who don't want to do the social media thing, or maybe you just enjoy writing and you want to test out the blogging thing. Try Podia. They have a free option. See if you are going to stick to it, because lots of people, don't get me to pulling out statistics, lots of people do not stick with it. A lot of people don't stick with content creation in general because it looks so easy and it looks so, I guess glamorous, and people think, oh yeah, they can do it, I can do it. And they don't really realize how much work is in it, right? This is the differentiation. If you are wanting to start a self-hosted blog and you are wanting to host your own content, and the content is at the forefront of your business, content marketing, that's the forefront. Self-hosted blog. Make the investment, do what you got to do. If you can't make the investment right now, or the blog is not going to be the forefront of your business, maybe you sell digital products. Maybe you're trying to promote a product or a service. Maybe, you have tangible items you are trying to promote and you want to use blogging as a marketing method. Again, Podia could be amazing for that because the first thing they do is digital products and courses and things like that. And then you use the blog as a marketing method. Okay. Are we clear on that? Are we clear with how we're starting the blog and the advice I give there? Are we clear? Do I need to? Okay, we're clear. Now, the second thing when it comes to blog, I have my notes, y'all know. The second thing, right, after you've started and we're doing all that, as AI has infiltrated the internet, right? A computer is always going to be able to do more than we as humans can do. And a lot of people are starting blogs and content, and baby, they are dropping a little something in the AI. The AI is spitting it back out, and boom, they're throwing it up on a website. And honey, these people are throwing up multiple blog posts a day. And there is no way that you could sustain that level of output. So in that case, to combat that. I don't think, at least for me, there really is like no combating that, because I don't have the capacity to put out that much content. The next best thing, in my opinion, that is better than quantity and being able to have that amount of output is going to be built to build authority. Okay, if you build authority, you don't have to worry about trying to combat someone who has quantity over you or who's throwing up blog posts like it's nothing. You want to ensure that you are building authority. What does this look like? This looks like clarifying who you are, what you do, what it is that you sell, who it is that you talk to, what is your stance on it, where did you come from, what is your story, who are you? Okay, because typically people love people. People buy into people. We want to know, what are you about? Why are you here? Why are you talking to me about this? Right? Because AI can easily spit out some information if I'm just looking for that. But no, who are you and what's your story? That is what's going to differentiate you from her, from him, and from AI. You have a story, right? As to why you are here and why you are doing this. So through that story, you will build authority in the way you do things, how you did it, how you got to where you are. And one of the, I won't say easiest, but a good way to build that authority, let's talk about a couple. The very first one is, when you're starting your blog and you're building it, is to identify a topic or a niche or a subject matter that you want to be known for and begin to create your posts on that thing. Don't go trying to be fancy and frilly and you want to give us your life story and tell your personal stories and all that good stuff. Be a subject matter expert. Create blog posts about the topic. Let Google know how deep and how in depth you can go about that topic, and be that. Give the search engine some time to say, hey, this site is a specialist in this. She is an authority on this topic, right? So don't be all over the place when you're just starting. Find a category, become an authority on that category to the search engines, okay? The next level of building that authority is by starting additional platforms that will help lift your domain ranking and allow the search engines also to know that, hey, this person is an authority on this topic because they have other platforms that they are doing these topics on. People know them, they have backlinks, all that good stuff. Having platforms that are outside of the blog in which you run and maintain that the search engines can now start noticing you for, right? We all know, I believe this is the Bonnie and Clyde of the internet, Google and YouTube. Bonnie and Clyde, okay? A blog and a YouTube channel. One of the first platforms I think that is really, really good for lifting up the authority of a blog is a YouTube channel, because they work hand in hand. It's Google. If you notice, there are YouTube videos that will outrank blog posts simply because people can see you. You are talking. The know, like, and trust factor is so much better on a video. And it works really, really well when you pair that with a blog. So the second level of building out authority is to start platforms outside of your blog. First, we want to do a YouTube channel where you can get on and speak clearly and directly about your area of expertise and establish yourself as an authority in that area. Secondly, Pinterest, right? Because with all of the changes, with all of the AI content, it's hard to compete, okay? The search engines are getting so overwhelmed with content that you need another way to bring traffic to your website. And Pinterest does that really, really well. So I definitely would recommend that you start a Pinterest account that is, again, catered to the authority that you are trying to become, catered to the keywords you want to be known for, and start pinning. It's super simple to get started on Pinterest. I love it. It brings long-term traffic just like a search engine would do. And in my opinion, it can be a bit faster with doing that. And besides, Pinterest is an amazing platform with so many features that not only will help your blog, but will help your business in general. So YouTube and Pinterest are the two that I would recommend. Obviously, there are other platforms that you can get on as well. With all of them, with most of them, you can drive people back to your blog so that they can read your blog posts and increase that traffic as well. And you're not just solely depending on the search engines. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. We're not just starting a blog, we're becoming an authority on the thing that we know and that we want to share with people. And we are allowing other platforms outside of only the search engines to help us to do that. So you can't just have the blog. You need to have multiple platforms. YouTube and Pinterest are the two that I recommend. Okay, the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about as well is your posting frequency on your blog. I just talked about how AI is allowing people to put content out so quickly. I'm not saying that you should try to combat that, but what I am saying is that you want to stay relevant in the search engines. You want to stay relevant on the platforms that you are building. So posting frequency is going to be essential, okay? Listen, you know what your capacity is, you know what you have the ability to do, but minimum once a week. Minimum once a week. Minimum. Okay, because the frequency is going to be so much more important in order to be able to get out here on on the search engines, and be able to rank and be known for a thing. So you want to show up in Google at least once a week. So where you're telling it, hey, I'm over here. You see me over here, the girl that talks about pound cakes, right? You want to talk to those search engines and let them know that you're there, right? Because out of sight, out of mind, not posting, not relevant. Who's calling me? And here's the thing, if you are feeling nervous about having your frequency where it needs to be, I want to encourage you that the post does not have to be some outstanding, groundbreaking, freaking New York Times worthy article. You want to put out a minimal viable post. This is something that you can put out, just a beginner post to see how well it's going to do. Doesn't have to be all super fantastic. Put the post out, okay? You can always go back and add to it, make it better, make it nice, add video, add photos, all that good stuff. Put out the post at least once a week if you want to stay relevant in the search engines, okay? So that's what I had to say today about blogging, because people were looking for clarification. I had been getting some questions and I just wanted to kind of answer them here. I hope this was helpful and that this makes sense and can help you on your blogging journey. I started as a blogger. I now do so many other things, but it was a blog that helped me get to my first 6 figures, and I hope that you can get there too, because the blog is literally just the foundation to open up so many other doors for you to do so many more amazing things. So that's that on that. If you want a little bit more information about how to grow your blog and more in-depth information and not just this little quick chat, I broke it all down in this video right here. I go in depth, give you all the tea in this video. Watch it. Listen, watch it again, and get what you need in order to get your blog up and popping. Okay? See y'all in the next video.